Hello, 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 hello. Good evening. It is Tuesday, the 20th of December. Whoop, whoop. Hello. Hi, Cassie. Hi, Sue. Hi, Nicola, Suzanne. Good morning, Beverly. Good morning, Bronnie. My mind just went, you are in the future, so you are in morning as well. Good evening, Wendy, Angela, Carol, Lorna, Dawn, Stacey. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. 5 sleeps until Christmas. Whoop, whoop. You're now on holiday until the 5th of January. Wow, Suzanne, I hope you enjoy it. Good evening, Kim. Hi, Sue. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Are we all okay? Are we all okay? Hello. Hi, Wendy from White Buff, Tennessee. Wow. Hello. Hi, Angela. Break up Thursday until the 9th of January. Oh my gosh. You guys are going to be having amazing long breaks. I hope you get some rest. I hope you get some relaxation. Spend some time with loved ones. And yeah. Brilliant holiday season for all. Oh, bless you, Suzanne. Well, I hope the chest infection moves on very quickly. Oh, bless you, Poppy. I hope you feel better soon. There is so much going around at the moment, isn't there? There's colds and sniffles and tummy bugs and viruses. There's lots going around at the moment. So hopefully we'll all take our vitamins, all stay well, all have a good holiday season. Hello. Hello, I'm out of focus. Oh no, it's my jumper. This jumper's, can you see, for me, it looks really weird on the camera. Oh no, for you it's fine. So for me, it's got stripes going down, the knitted pattern is going down, but for me, my camera is like, it's like almost like a static, like if I move, it looks like a hippie, like psychedelic waves are going across. But on your camera, you can't see that. So that might be why my camera is going crazy on this jumper. Let me see if I can help the situation out. Has that de-blurred? Let me see. Hopefully that's de-blurred it. Okay, so tonight is a normal live night. I have posted the order list on the page. Currently there's 5 people on the order list, so if you would like to order, there is still space available for today. I'm just popping the link in here. So this is the link for the fun and games. Obviously everything else on the website is under the different categories, so but that one's the one to the fun. Oh, bless him, Carol. Linda, hello, hello, hello. Hi, Jacqueline. Hello. So we've got our You've Been Jingled, and we've got our Stick, Pick or Sparkle Dip available. And I've just remembered that I needed to actually, where is it? There we go, our free gifts box. I just need to top this up, so let me just top this up. So I can do that while on the live, it's fine. Is there any other updates? We added a couple of more items that are back in stock. I've popped those on the website, and they are under the back in stock section, but also under their normal section. So for example, if it's a bracelet, it's in the back in stock section, but it is in the bracelet section as well. So there is some more items that have been added on the website there. And I think that's everything. There we go. So that's all topped up, ready to go. So you get a free gift if you have an item of jewellery on your order. You get one gift to each order, sort of person order. And yeah, you get one of those if there's jewellery on your order. Oh wow, Lisa, that's very, very kind of you. Thank you for the donation with the stars there. Thank you, my lovely. I think that's all the updates. We're live tonight, and then we're live on Thursday night, which is the 22nd, and then we close for Christmas until the 27th. So tonight and Thursday, then not until the 27th of December. So if you would like to order, there's space available today. There is still some space available for Thursday, and then yeah, Christmas. Oh, I'm very excited. So shall we get started for today? I believe so. Let me just pop this page on the correct page. Okay, so up first today we have got Rachel Jones. Rachel, are you here? So I'm just sorting out the camera. Rachel Jones, are you here? Excuse me. I will say we've also got our raffle, our Christmas raffle, which is on the website, and the draw for that is going to be on the 30th of December, which is all fun. Fun, 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 fun. I've already got the prizes ready for that, raring to go. Obviously, I don't know how many prizes there will be yet because that is sold. The prizes are done on the amount of tickets sold, but I have got a large amount of prizes already and numbered up, ready to be won. Okay, so I'm looking for Rachel Jones. Rachel, if you're here, please type "I'm invisible." It will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anyone else can see Rachel Jones, please comment on her comments because that will bring it forward so I can see. So possibly last call then for Rachel Jones, and if not, we'll move on. And then, of course, if she comes on again, we will add her back in, but it would be to the end of the order list. So last call, Rachel Jones, are you here? Okay, so let's move on. I'll just mark her as not here yet, and hopefully she can come on and we'll see her later. Which means up next then today is Wendy Evans. Wendy, are you here? Now, are you all ready for Christmas? Does anyone have any plans, as in different plans to normal? Are you ready house-wide, food-wise, gift-wise? Are you ready? I was ready, and then our family's plans have all changed last minute due to illness, so now everything's different. So now I'm not ready. Well, that was quick, thank you, Bab. Wendy, Evans, are you here? Thank you, Bab. Would I be able to have a tea, please? I don't have anything. No tea? Tea. Little, big tea. Christmas tea. Thank you, Bab. No, Bab! He just made a tea with his body. You're heading to Lossiemouth? I hope I pronounced that correctly. Tomorrow, 6+ hour drive. Talia, drive safely. Now, for those of you who could see Wendy, please comment on her comment for me because it will bring it forward so I can see. These are mystery oysters. I just remembered that I had the Christmassy bag for them. So these are mystery oysters. So I just transferred those ones into here as well. Let me refresh these comments just in case it's me on my end. Oh, it is me. I'm so sorry. My comments were not moving. Okay, I've just refreshed it. And Rachel, you're here. Oh gosh, okay. And I haven't seen Wendy still. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add Rachel you back in just because my comments were not moving. So that could have been me. That's why I didn't see you. So I've just refreshed them and I've got loads of comments that weren't there before. So I'm going to add you back in, Rachel, and it's like we're starting again from the top. Okay, so Rachel Jones, are you here? Just mystery oysters today. They're in a different bag, but it's just because it's a more Christmassy bag. I wanted to get this one out. So yeah, Rachel Jones, are you here? Off to your mum and dad's tomorrow to do your Christmas as they are off to Tenerife on Friday for 2 weeks. Oh, I hope they have a lovely time. And I hope, of course, you guys have a lovely Christmas before that as well. Oh, Rebecca, well, I hope everything goes okay, my lovely. Yeah, I hope everything goes as smoothly as it can. That means Rachel. Again, I might have to keep refreshing these comments because they're not moving. Yeah, okay, this is going to be a fun night. I'm going to have to keep refreshing the comments, so bear with me. I don't sell them separately at the moment, Angela, but I do have lots of them available that are not packaged up or anything. So if you're interested in them, I don't have a price off the top of my head, but they are a lovely bracelet, aren't they? Facebook's playing up tonight massively. Rachel, my lovely, you have got, we'll do your You've Been Jingled first, and then we'll add on your oyster opening to the end of that, if that's okay. I've got your extra note about the loyalty cards, and that's absolutely fine. I can do that for you. So, shall we grab your 2 You've Been Jingled first, and then we'll go from there. Your first one, and again, I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to keep refreshing these comments. It's going to be a fun day. Let's go down. So in your first one, Rachel, you have got a cage pendant. Now, this cage pendant is not a Christmassy one, but it is a gorgeous one. It's called the Moon's Gift Cage Pendant. So it's actually quite a popular one on the website. It's got a filigreed crescent moon, and then it's got a gold coloured gift that the moon is holding. So it's called the Moon's Gift Cage Pendant. Your pearl actually goes in this cage here, and you could wear it either way round. It's up to you. And then as it's a cage pendant, you'll be able to swap and change the pearls around at home. This one would come with 1 oyster opening, and it can hold 1 pearl at a time. I hope you're happy with that one, Rachel. Now I'm going to bring you back up again for your naughty or nice card. Sorry, I was just refreshing the comments then. And in here, let's go down. You have got It says, nice elf, have a question. And if you get it correct, you get to pick again and keep both prizes, Rachel. What a brilliant card to start off with. So I'm going to read you a question. If you get that question correct, you get to pick another one and then you're going to keep both prizes. Yes, the cage opens, Rebecca, on that pendant. So then you can put your pearls in there and then you can swap them around as well. Okay, so Rachel, I'll have to take your first answer and no help from the audience if possible, please. So diving in, you've got this one here. This is not a multiple choice answer. So this is, I'm not going to give you a multiple choice answer. I'll just ask the question and then await your answer. Okay, so no help from anybody else, please. Rachel, let me refresh this actually as we go. How many of Rudolph's fellow reindeers' names start with a D? That's D for Delta. So how many of Rudolph's fellow reindeers' names start with a D? Again, that's D for Delta. So I'm looking for a number of how many reindeers' names start with a D. Yeah, when I move the camera back down again, I'll quickly show you how to open that cage. That's not a problem, Rebecca. So I'll read it again for you, Rachel. How many of Rudolph's fellow reindeers' names start with a D? Oh, let me just keep refreshing this. I keep forgetting. Okay, Rachel, you've said 3. Sorry, no clue. Okay, so you've said 3, and the answer is Dasher, Dancer, Donna. The answer is 3. So it's Dasher, Dancer, and Donna. So you actually got it correct, Rachel. Well done you. So that means you get another jingle as well. So if I grab this one and let's go down. I'm just going to show this cage opening. So it sits like this. You grab the cage to one side, you find the latch. It's a bit hard for me to open with gloves on, but you open it where the latch is. Oh, the cage then opens up, you pop your pearl in, then make sure it clips shut, and then it's closed again. Okay, so it means that you get to keep that cage pendant, and then moving on to your winning one. So in here, you have got a Christmas charm. So the Christmas charm, where's my... oh, there it is. Sorry, I was looking for the piece of card. Display card, I should say. The Christmas charm, if you can let me know if you would like a lobster or a hoop fitting. And this one comes with 1 oyster opening, and you can have your pearl on or off the jewellery. It is the traditional Christmas tree charm. So that's the traditional Christmas tree charm, my lovely. I hope you're happy with that one. So I'm just going to write this down. So, and then if you let me know now or whenever you're ready, if you'd like a lobster or a hoop fitting. And then if we move on to your second jingle, so you've had two but that was because one of them was from the elves. Oh, thank you. This one stabs me in the eye. Does that make you feel better?
That's your Christmas bug.
Oh no, I love
That's
them.
Slightly vindictive, so I got you the Christmas bug.
That pokes me in the eye.
Pretty much. Drink from his nose.
Thank you for the drink, Bab.
Welcome.
Okay, sorry. What?
I thought you were leaning over to...
Oh, love you. Let me refresh this here. Moving on to your second jingle. Okay, and in here, let's go down. And, oh, right, so this has happened. You've actually got the same one. Now, I have said before that if it happens on the same turn, so the same person, same order number, I'm very happy to dive in again if you get the same item of jewellery. So it's up to you, Rachel. You've got the traditional Christmas tree charm again. Would you like to stay with this one and have two of the same one? Or would you like to dive in again for another one, my lovely? I'm happy to do both because that is in the rules that you can also dive in again if you like, just because it's the same. But some people have also chosen to have two of the same. Pick again, that's perfect. I thought that would be the case. Let me just pop this one. Apparently today I'm struggling with, there we go, the charm board. So if we dive in for another one, let's go back down again. Okay, it's not a charm, it's a Christmas pendant, but it's not a charm, Christmas tree charm. So this pendant comes with one oyster opening and the pearl does need to go on the jewellery here, okay? Oh, the name's gone for me from this one. Now this is a reindeer. He's got a little bit of enamel colouring with the scarf around his neck. And your pearl actually sits on the reindeer's back there. So it looks like he is leaping across. So your pearl will be on his back and there is a little bit of red there. So I hope you're happy with that one. But again, if we do your naughty or nice card, let's go down. Guess the size of the first pearl Brecon measures from your opening. If you get it correct, you get a bonus pearl colour of your choice. Okay, that's quite a good one as well because you've got multiple oysters here. So it means that you get to keep this pendant. So I hope you're happy with the pendant. And when we do your oyster openings in just a moment, the first pearl that I go to measure, so I'll obviously let you know which pearl it's going to be. You have to let me know what your guess of the size is. If you get that guess correct, you get a bonus pearl, colour of your choice. Okay, so all together with these ones, you've got 3 oyster openings, one for the cage, one for the Christmas charm where you can have the pearl on or off the jewellery, and one for the Christmas pendant where the pearl does need to go on the jewellery. You've also then got an oyster opening with your item of jewellery over here as well, so that's 4 all together. Okay, so if I pull out your 4 mystery oysters, would you, oh, this is very full. Would you like 1, 2 to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? And is there certain colours you're hoping for? So let's get these open. Oh, Hayley, perfect evening. So 4 here. Donate the shells and see what comes out. Oh, that comment came through without having to refresh. Let me just refresh it. Did anything else need to come through? Oh, fingers crossed, touch wood, touch wood. Right, so donate the shells and we're going to see what comes out. Your first oyster, sorry, I'm just moving the sand closer, is a softer pop there. Your first one has got a little bit of flesh on that side, but we can see there's no pearls there. And if we have a squidge in here, oh, we've got a darker pearl there. Sorry, I was just moving the tray slightly closer. And there's no more in that one. So a dark chocolate pearl to start with. Now I think that chocolate is the one that we're going to be measuring first, so I'll pop it slightly to the side. Moving on to oyster number 2. You've got a lighter pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. Now I can see straight away with this one, you've got one runaway, and I can see a few other pearls in here. So that's 2, 3, and 4. You are quadding. You have got 4 pearls in your oyster there. So quadding with your second oyster, Rachel. If I pop these in the sand, you do have one chocolate and then a second chocolate. They do look like they're slightly different sizes. You've got a watermelon and then a lavender, which is a darker lilac purple. So 2 chocolates, one slightly larger than the other, a watermelon and a lavender purple. Sorry, I'm just getting this focus for you. There we go. And actually those colours go beautifully together, including the purple with the watermelon there. Moving on to your third oyster, you've got a softer pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. Oh, there's 1 and 2. You are twinning. And there's no more in that one. Twinning with possibly darker chocolate with a slight purple overtone. Now, I'm actually going to pop these at the top. Again, you've got one visually larger than the other. So the visually larger is in the middle. And these are again chocolate, but this one here does have a purple overtone. So quite a dark colour palette so far with your pearls. We've still got one more oyster to go. So moving on to your last oyster. Softer pop there. Oh, and you've got a runaway. There's your mother of pearl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rachel, you are quinting. Wow, 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 wow. And I just said about the dark colour palette. And now look at these bright, bold colours. Let me just dry all of these up for you. Okay, so you've got a darker deep purple, a blurple, which is a mix between a blue and a purple, a hot pink, a pinkle, and what looks to be a gorgeous rose gold. Look at all of these. Wow, 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 wow. So if I run them through for you, you've got your single chocolate and then twinning chocolates, one which is visually larger with the purple overtone. You've got quadding, slightly lighter, larger chocolates, slightly darker, smaller chocolates, watermelon and a lavender. You've then got a quinting, dark purple, blurple, hot pink, pinkle and a rose gold. Now, before we measure all of the pearls and before we see if you're happy with the colours, Rachel, we do have to do your elf card, which is guessing this pearl here. What size is this one? Now, if you get this correct, you get to pick another pearl, any colour of your choice, to add to your collection. If you get it wrong, then all of these are still yours. We just don't get to add the extra one. Now, everyone else can also guess if you would like to. Rachel, I will have to take your first guess. What size do you think this pearl here is? I'm just going to zoom in because it does actually help. Well, it helps me to see the pearls against the other pearls. Rachel, you have said an 8. Okay, so let's measure that one for you. So your single chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's not an 8. He is an 8.5, my lovely. Oh, bless you. So we have got that one wrong, so we don't get to add the extra pearl. But I hope you're happy with these. Now, I will need to know what colour you'd like on the item of jewellery that you ordered, and then on the Christmas pendant. And then, of course, if you'd like a colour on the charm as well, let me know that. If you're not happy with these, we can swap them for you. And if you prefer some time to think about it, you can take a screenshot and then email me your colour choices. I'm going to measure these through while I wait to see what you would like to do. So, twinning chocolate with a purple overtone is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5, and his twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So they are measuring the same, different sizes there. Visually larger quadding chocolate pearl is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And the visually darker, slightly smaller is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So they're measuring different sizes. Your watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the lavender is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Dark deep purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Blurple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Your hot pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And your pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Last but not least, the rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. Swap the 4 chocolates for green, red, Cadbury purple and light blue. Now when you say the 4 chocolates, I've taken the 2 from the quadding one. Now would you like to swap the single chocolate and the chocolate twin, or did you want to swap both twins and keep the single chocolate? If that makes sense. For a red, so Naomi, these are cultured oysters, so they're grown to have the pearls in. These are not natural coloured pearls, they are dyed pearls, but they are real. Okay, I hope that helps. There's no silly questions here, so definitely ask away. If I see the question, I'm very happy to answer, but also everybody here is really friendly, so they're happy to answer as well. Am I all sorted? I was sorted for Christmas until our plans changed, and now I'm hosting Christmas here, and I don't have any food yet. Or plans. So I was ready, now I'm not, but it will be fine. It will be good. So Rachel, which other 2 chocolates would you like me to take out? Keep 1 chocolate, you don't mind what one? I think we should keep the single one. So I've kept the single one for you. I've taken out those 4. And then I've added in the red, blue, green and purple there. Just confirm if you're happy with all of those. If I just move these over, I can move them all into the shot at the same time. And then if you are happy, I'll just need to know which ones you would like to go where. I'll quickly show you. Donated shells are cleaned up, sanitised, and then they're donated to my mum who works in the nursery, and then they go to the children who use them in different activities, collages, learning about the world, learning through play, textures, that kind of thing. So we do appreciate the donated shells. They do get quite brittle if you don't put a varnish on them or anything like that, if they're not in water. So they do break quite easily once they dry out, especially if children are handling them, which is why we replenish them. So it's, yeah, really grateful for everybody. Obviously, if you don't want your shell, that's where it goes. Surprise me in just the light blue on the elephant. Of course, hoop on the charm. I've got that down for you. I'm sorry I have to keep pausing it. It's because I have to keep refreshing the comments, and then I'm just sort of quickly skimming through to try find it. So we definitely want the icy blue on the elephant, and then the others you'd like me to surprise you. And is it definitely a pearl on the charm? Or would you prefer to have no pearl on the charm? Nicola, bless you. Thank you ever so much for the stars there. I'll give you a heart in just a second. Thank you, Nicola. That's very kind of you. Oh, staples. Where are my staples? Oh, comments. Oh, comments. On the charm. That's perfect. Okay, let me get these. On here. Well, I hope you're happy with the colours once it arrives if I'm choosing them. And then the blues on there. Okay, Rachel, I hope you're happy with everything, and thank you for the donations of your shells. I've just topped this free gift box back up, so you've got it says Christmas blessings on this one, and then you've got lots of different images. I do love this paper, all these Christmassy papers. I could sit there and just mess with paper all day. Does that sound weird? Oh, dearie me. Right, Rachel, that's safe on there. So I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And I've popped that up there for you. Not a problem. We're live tonight and Thursday, Nicola. You're very, very welcome, Rachel, and Merry Christmas to you as well. Up next then today is Wendy Evans. Now, I don't think I've seen Wendy yet, but hopefully she's come on whilst Rachel's opening was happening. So, Wendy Evans, are you here? Now I'm just updating the order list as we go, so if you would like to order, there is still space available for today. Oh, and I forgot to say earlier, there was a post run done yesterday and a post run done today as well. So I am working my little socks off to try and get everything out to you. At this stage, it's not a guaranteed Christmas delivery. But my mind is saying by posting things as soon as I can, you guys are going to have it as soon as you can. So you may then get it in between Christmas and New Year. And then, yeah, the sooner you can get it, the better. So I am working my socks off. So I hope you guys are happy with everything. But again, as always, please bear in mind, Royal Mail strikes did put them back. I have had parcels which have taken a few weeks, like since the start of December, and which are just starting to arrive to people now. So please bear with them. You've got your tracking numbers. Of course, if it doesn't arrive, please let me know, but please allow those extra few days to let them deliver. Last call for Wendy Evans. If not, we'll move on. This is my mug today. Now, he's a lovely little reindeer, but his antlers, if I turn it around, stick up. And when I get down to near the end of the drink, it pokes me in the eye. So you sort of have to drink, putting your head back at the same time. It was a great design, but yeah, he's such a cute mug. I don't mind him. Right, I haven't seen Wendy then. Oh, hang on, let me have to keep reminding myself to refresh this. Wendy, you are here. I'm so sorry. Wendy, my lovely, I have to keep refreshing my comments, so I'm so sorry. I can see you now. This is a nightmare. Let me just really quickly see if I can bring up the comments in a different way. Just bear with me a second, because then that way I won't have to refresh them, because it's a nightmare. Right, I've got it on a different window, so hopefully this will work. Possibly. Wendy, hello, hello, hello. Okay, so if I have a look here, we'll do your You've Been Jingled first, and then you've got 2 oyster openings as well. So we'll do all the oyster openings together at the end, if that's okay. So with your Jingled, let's dive in and see what we get. So here, let's go down. Yeah, no, it didn't work. I'm going to have to come back to my normal page. Comments are fine. I can refresh them here. Okay, so your first jingle is a Christmas pendant. Now, this pendant, the pearl does need to go onto the jewellery. So it comes with 1 oyster opening, and the pearl would need to go onto the jewellery. Okay. So if you have a look here, this is the chimes pendant. So he's got a little bit of enamel colouring at the top in the bow. The bow is red, and around the rim here you've got a darker green colouring. Now this is only on the front half. On the back half you've actually got cut out stars. Oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to see that. So it is yeah, I don't know if we're going to see that. So it's not on the back half, but the back half does have cut out stars. So it still does have a design. In the middle here, it is encrusted with those zircon crystals. So it gives a little bit of sparkle. And then your pearl is going to be set at the bottom here, right pushed up against here. So it's going to be sitting right on the pearl. So your pearl's right at the bottom. So I hope you're happy with that one, Wendy. Let's bring you back up for your naughty or nice card. Sorry, I sort of dive in the middle of these cards. Let's go down. So here is your elf, and it says no pearl swaps. Okay, so Wendy, with this oyster, there's no pearl swaps. Okay. But that does mean you get to keep the pendant. So I hope you're happy with that. And that's 1 oyster opening with that one. And then you've got 2 oyster openings with your item of jewellery as well. So you will be able to swap the pearls from the second 2 oysters, but the first oyster you can't swap. Okay, so 3 oysters altogether. That's number 1, 2, and 3. Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells, Wendy? And let me just open these up and then I'll refresh the comments. Oh, dearie me. Where are we? Refresh. Oh, gosh. It's your granddaughter's birthday present. Oh, I hope she's going to be happy with it, Wendy. Go back and watch old lives. Yep, they're all posted on our page where we're live from now, or they're posted on our YouTube channel as well. Danielle, congratulations. I hope you make a smooth and quick recovery as well. Donate the shells, Wendy. Okay, so let's go down. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for? Oyster number 1, where we can't swap the colours from, okay? So lighter, softer pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see a darker pearl there. So he pops straight out. Let me just have a squidge in here as well for you. Okay, so there's no more in that one. Lots of juice seaweed in there, but no more pearls. So if I dry him up, he looks like possibly a darker gunmetal grey pearl. He is. He's a gorgeous dark gunmetal grey, as we can see there. It's for Edith. I hope, Edith, that you're happy with this if you're watching. Hello. Wendy, moving on to oyster number 2. Nice pop crack with that one. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And straight away, I can see a gorgeous chocolate bronze there. Let me have a squidge in here. And there's no more in that one. So we've got a chocolate bronze pearl. And then moving on to your last oyster. So again, your mystery oyster. Softer pop there again. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. If we have a squidge in here, you are twinning. I thought that, Taylor, I thought that is the same colour as my jumper. Wendy, you are twinning with your last oyster there, and they're gorgeous darker purple twins. Now, I'm just going to dry them up for you, and again, I'll pop them in the sand, and you can have a look and let me know what you think. Now, the purple twins are possibly slightly different sizes, but I will, of course, measure them at the end. So you've got that darker gunmetal grey, which you can't swap out. So that one is yours, but you can swap the other 3 if you wanted to. And then I'll need to know which colour you would like on the Christmas pendant, and then, of course, which 2 pearls you'd like on your other item as well. If I run these through the board for you, your gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And then purple number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And purple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5 as well, so they're measuring the same size there. What do you think? There we go. There is still space available for today, yes. If an oyster has no pearl on let me try that again, Gemma. If an oyster has no pearl in it, we just pick you another oyster out. So that has happened a couple of times, but it doesn't happen an awful lot at all. But we do just pick another one out for you. Can you swap for an icy blue for the earrings? Of course you can. Which two would you like to swap out? And then if I grab two to add in, let me know which two you would like to swap out. Yep, that's right, Donna. If you order on the website, and then I'll print it off and add you onto the order list for today. As long as I'm still live. Obviously, if I end the live, then it will get added onto the next order list. But I am live until the end of the order list, okay? So if you order before the end, then it's definitely open today. Does that make sense? I think I just made that sound a lot more complicated than it needs to be. Oh. Take the purple out for the blue. Okay, have a look there for me. Oh, sorry, let me get it refocused. Just because I took the purple out. If you're happy with these blues, so these blues for the earrings if you're happy. And then what do you think about the pendant? What colour would you like on the pendant? Oh, I keep forgetting I have to keep... I'm sitting there staring at the comments. Beautiful with the blues. Okay, perfect. What do you think with the other pendant? Bridget says the bronze is lovely, but her favourite colour is dark blue if you're able to swap. So you can swap that bronze if you wanted to, guys. Now the darkest blue I have... possibly this one. That's probably the darkest one I've got at the moment. Sorry, I'm running slightly low on the darker blues, but let me show you. Or if, of course, you're not happy with that or prefer a different colour, that's absolutely fine as well. Now the blue will go with the red and green that's on the pendant already, so that is quite a nice colour combination. So Bridget says she would love that blue. Wendy, just needs your confirmation just to double check. That's lovely. Perfect. So I'll take the chocolate bronze away, and then that blue will go on the pendant. So let me just pop that in there, and then I'll write down that you'd like the icy blue on your earrings, and then you've got that darker gunmetal grey pearl as your loose pearl. And Wendy, you're very welcome. Let me pop them on here for you. So icy blue on there. Perfect. Let me grab your free gift as well. Yeah, I'm having to refresh my comments like every time I look at them now. Can you have a hoop on that one? Of course you can. Let me pop your details on here. So that was your free gift I just held up. And then you'd like to be invoiced for a hoop fitting on the darker gunmetal grey. So that invoice for the hoop fitting will get sent across for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Okay, Wendy, thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and that's safe up there for you. Sorry, I feel like I'm sort of stop-start talking because it's really throwing me off having to refresh and then just sort of trying to have to see where the jumper's gone to and then processing it when normally it's different. So yeah, if I'm sort of stop-start talking, it's just I've got to keep up with the comments. But yeah, Wendy, I hope everyone is happy once it arrives, my lovely. Perfect. I'm sure they're going to be beautiful. No, I hope they are. And you're very welcome. Right, up next today is Kathy Rax. Kathy, are you here? I wonder what update Facebook's doing then. Kathy, you're here. You've sent a Lewis card as well. Okie dokie, bear with me. You're right at the top of my list. That is perfect. Let me just confirm that. I did catch up to all emails earlier, apart from anyone who sent an email sort of after, say, 3 p.m. this afternoon. So if you have emailed me before 3 p.m. today and you haven't got a response, please email me again. But apart from that, hopefully everybody has got a response from me. So I've just booked that as well, Kathy. So you've got 2 stick, pick or sparkle dips, and then you've got your oyster opening as well. So we'll do your oyster opening first, and then we'll do your stick, pick, sparkle dips. Okay, so oyster opening here, donate the shells. Is there certain colours you're hoping for? Yeah, so with me, with my comments, I'm having to sort of refresh every time I look at them, which is great. Right, let's go back down. So mystery oyster, you've got a softer pop there, Kathy. Ooh, tougher one. Okay, so there's a little bit of flesh on that side, but you can see that there's no pearls there. And in here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kathy, you are quinting. You had 1 oyster opening and you've ended up with 5 pearls. There's no more in that one. Let me just dry these up for you. Wow, 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 wow. So if I run these right through, your first one is a Pepsi Blue. You've got a two-tonal Lavender, so just slightly lighter and then darker areas as you go around there. You've got a two-tonal Icy Blue, again brighter and lighter areas as you go around the pearl. You've got a dark, deep chocolate, so it's quite a rich but dark chocolate. And then you've got a darker gunmetal grey, almost black, that one. So Pepsi Blue, Lavender, Icy Blue, dark chocolate and a darker gunmetal grey. I hope you're happy with that. So if I quickly run them through the board for you. Hello? New tea. Thank you, Bab. So your Pepsi Blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The Lavender is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Icy Blue's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The darker chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the darker gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. So I hope you're happy with those, Kathy. Yep, if you order today, it will be added onto tonight's order list. That's not a problem. I'll do an updated order list shortly. Now, if I bring you back up, I'm going to leave those in the sun for you. I'm going to bring you back up to get your Stick Pick Sparkle Dip. And you've got 2 of these. So let's go down for in here. So I'm just going to dive in and pull out 2 envelopes. There's 1 and 2. So let's open up your first one, Kathy. Oh, let me refresh this. Very happy with the pearls themselves. Perfect. So actually, let's just open this one up as well. In here, your first one is a oval crystal charm. Now this one has not been on the website before, and like I say, it's called the oval crystal charm. Nope, I just popped it on backwards. Now this one is having a nightmare tonight. This one is the mirror colouring, which means it's got yellows, blues and purples in the crystal itself. Now I've paired this, if I get this focus for you, I've paired this with a sunshine yellow pearl as well to sort of capture and bring out that yellow in the crystal. There we go, yellow in the charm. Now, depending on where the light catches it, depends if you see yellow, blues or purples. Now, I hope you're happy with the charm itself, Kathy. And then I'll need to know if you'd like to stick, which means you're happy with the pearl and you'd like to keep the charm as it is. Or if you'd like to pick, which means go for a dive in with different colour pearls, which you don't know what they are. You'll get given a choice of 4, and then you have to pick one of the 4 to go on the jewellery. So what do you think? Would you like to stick and keep this one as it is, or would you like to pick and dive in for a different pearl? Sorry, it keeps going out of focus. Switch the pearl, please. Okay, so with switching the pearl, let me bring you back up. What happens now is I'm just going to pop this in here. I dive in here. So in here are lots of bags with pearls in. So I'm just going to give them a mix. And then I'm going to pull one out. Now then, these pearls have already got pins all attached to them. So I will show you all 4 pearls. There's your bag. I'll show you all 4 pearls and you'll pick one of these 4 pearls to go onto that charm. Now you've got your original pearls in there. So let me just take these out because these ones can't go on the charm. Okay, so you have got a sea green, an apple green, a pastel yellow, or a blurple. So sea green, apple green, pastel yellow, or a blurple. It is a lovely one, Linda. Sea green on that one. Perfect. Let me just grab this here. I'm just going to bring you up for a second and pop the other 3 in there. And I'm just going to write this down as we go. So the oval charm, swap to sea green. Perfect. So then moving on to your second stick pick or sparkle dip. Now I did open this up already with the knife, but we haven't looked inside. So in here is another. This is a raindrop charm. Now this one has got greens and purples in the charm itself. I can't get these on here today, depending on where the light catches it. Why is this so hard today? Is that the right way around? Yeah, okay, so it is the raindrop charm. So it's that gorgeous raindrop shape. Is that the right way around? Raindrop shape, then again, depending where the light catches it, depends if you've got greens or purples with the charm itself. Now, as you can see with the white background, it keeps flipping around. Let me turn it the correct way. Dearie me. There? Is that right? I've paired this one with a apple green, and again that's just to bring out the apple and I can't speak now. It's to bring out the green in the charm. Okay. So what do you think with this one? Would you like to stick, so keep this pearl with this charm, which I hope you're happy with the charm, or would you like to switch again, so pick a different pearl again? So we would dive in for a different 4 pearls and then you pick from another 4. Or of course, if you're happy with this one, that's perfect. Keep that one as it is. Okay, perfect. He is yours then, Kathy. So let me pop these on here. So you're happy with your pearls and you're happy with that one. And then that one we're gonna change. Let me just write down raindrop. We're gonna stick. Okie dokie. Let me pop this back. I hope you're happy with that then, my lovely. And then you've got all your loose pearls as well. Sorry, I've got itchy lip. So There we go. I want to thank you for the donations with your shells, my lovely. Let me grab your free gift. You've got some houses down the bottom there. I had to work out what that was then with that one. So I'll pop your name on there. So that will be included in your parcel. I want to thank you for the donations with your shells, my lovely. And that's safe up there for you. You're very, very welcome. It's really throwing me. It's really throwing me tonight. I didn't think it would be so hard to refresh the page. Right, up next today is Cindy Brown. Cindy, are you here? I'm just updating the order list as we go, and then what I'll do is I'll try and update it on the page where the current order list is, and then that way if you have ordered you can see whereabouts you are on the list. So currently looking for Cindy Brown. Let me refresh that as well. Oh, Cindy, hello, hello, hello. You are here. So Cindy, you've got two, you've been jingled. You'd like to Mystery Oysters donate the shells. So your first jingle, let's go down. And in here, your first one is a Christmas cage pendant. So this one is new on the website this year. And it's got some wording on this one, which is going to be backwards in the camera, but that's just because you're seeing a mirror image. So obviously once you've received the pendant itself, it will be the correct way round. So it says Merry Christmas inscripted across the middle. You can't really make it out just because it's backwards and because it's all joined up writing. I mean, we might be able to if we get it focused here. And then you've got the reindeer ears with red enamel colouring in the ears, and then little antlers at the top here as well. So it's a base heart with the reindeer ears and antlers, and then it says Merry Christmas in the middle. I've tried that, Jacqueline. They were just freezing on the other one, on the other screen, and it's easier to refresh on this screen. I can ask Aaron to see if his device freezes or not actually, and then I can borrow his. So I'll do that in a second. Thank you. That's a good idea. Thank you. Cindy, I hope you're happy with that one. It does come with one oyster opening and it can hold one pearl at a time. Now, if I dive in for your naughty or nice card, let's go down. And in here it says, have a question. If you get it correct, you can choose another person watching the live to have a free oyster opening. It cannot be yourself. So Cindy, I'm going to ask you a question, my lovely. If you get that correct, you get to pick one more person who's watching the live today to have a free oyster opening. And then they will have their oyster opening after we do yours. So they'll get added in after you. So I hope you're happy with that one. It is the season to give and be merry, but I hope you're happy there. So if I bring you back up, I will read you your question. Now I will have to take your first answer, Cindy, and no help from the audience, please. So we've got this one here. This one has given you a multiple choice answer. It is a slightly harder question. Well, I would find this a harder question. So I'm just refreshing this here as we go. So this is going to... right. Cindy. So no help from anybody else, please. Which country did eggnog originate? Is it A, Poland, B, Germany, or C, Britain? So which country did eggnog originate? A, Poland, B, Germany, or C, Britain? Like I say, it is, to me, a harder question. I'll read it one more time for you, Cindy. In which country did eggnog originate? Is it A, Poland, B, Germany, or C, Britain? Cindy, you have said C, Britain, and that's the correct answer, my lovely. Did you know that one, or was that a guess? That's brilliant. So, Cindy, can I have a name of somebody watching the live? And they will have a free oyster opening after your one today. So I'm just going to grab this here so I can write this down. By the way, that does mean you get to keep this pendant as well. So I hope you're happy with this one. Let me keep refreshing the comments as well. So what person would you like to have a free oyster opening? But of course we'll finish your openings first. Oh, bless you, Sarah. Oh, was that one that you didn't know? Bless you. Like I said, I would struggle with that one as well. I think that's a hard one. Sorry, my lips are so sore at the moment. Okay, keep refreshing this. I was Natalie, but now I'm not, but it will be fine. My Christmas plans have changed today. So yeah, it's just different plans. So just got to get ready for different plans now. So Cindy, you have said Margaret Cook. Perfect. Let me write this down. So Margaret Cook. Margaret will do your oyster opening in a moment. Okay, perfect, perfect. Now Cindy, that was your first jingle. Okay, you've got another jingle here. So if we dive in for your second jingle and let's go down. So in here, you have got a Christmas pendant as well. Now this one, it comes with one oyster opening and you can have the pearl on or off the jewellery. Now it does have the pin here for the pearl. So I'm actually going to move that to the side just because we can have the pearl on or off the jewellery. So that's just the pin that the pearl gets attached to and then attached onto the pendant. So I've just moved it to the side because we don't need to pop it on the chain or anything right now. So this is called the Christmas tag pendant. So again, it's got some script wording on here. If I get this focused. Now it is like a Christmas tag or present label. It says Merry Christmas and it does have a little reindeer at the end of Merry. So Merry on the top line with a reindeer, Christmas on the bottom line. Now you can choose to have a pearl on this one if you'd like to, and it would sit at the top and it could move around. Or you don't have to have the pearl on the jewellery if you don't want to. So that would be completely your choice. So again, I hope you're happy with that one. If I bring you up for your naughty or nice card again, and this one here, says, nice elf, have a question. If you get it correct, you get a bonus pearl colour of your choice. Okay, so Cindy, you get a second question. Same rules apply. I'll have to take your first answer and no help from the audience, please. This one has got a multiple choice answer again, so I will give you all three potential answers for you to pick one. So it says, which Christmas goodies are shaped to resemble a shepherd's staff? So which Christmas goodies are shaped to resemble a shepherd's staff? Is it A, candy canes, B, candy corn, C, chocolate drops? So which Christmas goodies are shaped to resemble a shepherd's staff? Is it A, candy canes, B, candy corns, or C, chocolate drops? Cindy, you have said A, candy canes, and that's the correct answer, my lovely. So you get a, it was a pearl colour of your choice added in at the end. Sorry, my mind went then. And you get to keep the pendant as well. So you've got two oyster openings, one with the cage pendant, one with the Christmas tag pendant. You've said you'd like to donate the shells already. And then at the end, you get to pick a bonus pearl colour as well. So you just let me know at any time what pearl you'd like me to add in, and I'll grab that as well for you. And then with your cage pendant, you can swap your pearls around in there. The Christmas pendant, it's up to you if you'd like to have a pearl on or off there. So we'll see what's in the oysters and we'll go from there. So let's go down your mystery oyster. You've got quite a nice deep pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And in here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's no more in that one. So you are quadding with your first oyster here. So similar colours to what we had earlier. You've got 2 chocolates, a lilac purple and a watermelon. So very similar colours. I think it's just slightly different shades of colours there. So 2 chocolates, a lilac purple and a watermelon. Moving on to your next oyster. You had a slight pop with that one. Oh, and in here we may have a runaway. Nope, he's stayed in. So there's your mother of pearl. You do have a little bit of a pearl blister on the inside there. And then here, yep, just popped out. You've got a darker pearl there. So let me just have a squidge. And there's no more in that one. So this is a dark silver, and he looks, yep, he's a dark silver and olive green pearl. So a 2-tonal pearl here. So if I just run him round so you can see, he's a base silver. Sorry if I get this focus for you, Cindy. There we go. Base silver with an olive green overtone as well. Okay, so what do you think to all of these? You've got 2 chocolates, a lilac purple, a watermelon, and a silver with olive green overtones. If you're happy with these, I'll need to know which one, if any, you'd like on the pendant. If you're not happy, we can swap them. And you get to pick another pearl to add in as well, Cindy. What do you think? Your chocolate number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Chocolate number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8, so they are different size chocolates. The lilac purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. The watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And the two-tonal olive and silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Dana, yep, there is something wrong with comments today. I'm having to refresh every moment as well. I think Facebook must be doing an update or something. I think quite a few of us are having to refresh some bits at the moment. Oh, bless you, not a problem. No, you're 2 away, Kay, not long at all. On the order list, I'm on Cindy B at the moment. And then I'm going to do an updated order list shortly. Swap the 2 chocolates for deep red and sea green. Put green on the Christmas pendant, and can you have a Snow White? Of course you can, Cindy. Oh, that's perfect. So red and green. I'm going to hold these up for you. Can you just confirm if you're happy with these or if you prefer a different shade? Then you'd like the green on the pendant, and your bonus pearl you'd like to be a Snow White. Okay, so can you confirm, are you happy with that red, green and white that I've added in there? And then I'll write this down in just a moment that you'd like to have the green on the Christmas pendant. So I'm just going to bring you up here to write that down. But if they're not the correct shade, we can definitely go down again and swap them. Perfect. So let me double check here, refresh this. That's fine, perfect, and you're very welcome, Cindy. If I grab your free gift, you've got these. Oh, not Jingle over. Sorry, Jingle. You've got the stars paper there. Cindy, thank you for the donations with your shells. And I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. And that's safe up there for you. Now, up next is Margaret Cook, who is the bonus who Cindy chose to have that free oyster opening. So, Margaret Cook, are you here? Oh, all the extra bits I have to do while waiting for comments to come through. It's crazy to then refresh the comment bit. Okay, so looking for Margaret Cook. Are you here? I've just updated the order list on the page, guys, as well. So if you have ordered, hopefully you can see whereabouts you are. I'll definitely see. Didn't take much to knock him over, did it? So, Margaret Cook, are you here? This is a different reindeer mug. So her ears are on the side so she doesn't poke me in the eye. Margaret, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. It will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anybody else can see Margaret, I know it's hard with comments at the moment, but please comment on that comment because it will bring it forward so I can see. She is like Bambi, but she's got a Christmas bells on her necklace, so she's a Christmas reindeer, and the handle is straight. Thank you, Kira. Last call then for Margaret Cook. If not, we'll move on. I'm just refreshing away. I don't know if you can hear the click of my mouse. Sometimes it's quite loud, sometimes it's not. I must have a very big cupboard. So for my Christmas mugs, we switched over. So I sort of pulled 3/4 of my normal mugs away and put them away, and then got all the Christmas mugs out. And then obviously after Christmas, we'll do the switch over again. Because yeah, if I had them all out, I wouldn't be able to fit Christmas and normal mugs out. I kept a couple of normal mugs out, but not, yeah, 3/4 of them had to go away. Because their Christmas mugs are sort of larger and have got different shapes and stuff as well. Like they're more pointy bits to try and squeeze in, so that's harder to fit in the cupboards. Right, I haven't seen Margaret, so we're going to move on. If she comes on, we can add her back in again. Which means up next is Angela Sylvester. Angela, are you here? Oh, look. I just looked up like, oh, that's a nice angle. Dearie me. Angela, yes, hello, hello, hello. Right, Angela, you have got 2 you've been jingled, so let's dive in for your first one. So in here, let's go down. And your first one is a charm. Okay, so this charm comes with 1 oyster opening, and you can have your pearl on or off the jewellery here. This is the Ribbon of Hope charm. So as you can see, it is a ribbon, which is called the Ribbon of Hope, and it loops up and around and then back underneath, as you can see. Now, if you choose to have your pearl on this one, it does go at the top and can be moved around, or you don't have to have the pearl on the jewellery if you don't want to. So I hope you're happy with that one. Let me bring you back up for the naughty or nice list. Naughty or nice card. Let's go down. So this guy says, naughty elf. Brecken chooses which of your pearls go on the jewellery, and I'm not allowed to tell you which one I choose. So Angela, you get to keep the charm, So I hope you're happy with the charm itself, and I actually get to pick what pearl goes on the jewellery. Now, if you would prefer to have no pearls on the jewellery, that's fine. I obviously then don't put one on, that's absolutely fine. But whatever pearls are in the sand at the end, I can pick from to pop on there if you would like one on there. Okay, so I hope that you're happy with that. You can though swap the pearls in the sand around, so the pearls that will be left will be ones that you're happy with. Yep, if you get the, so Angela, I'll need to know if you'd like to have a lobster fitting or a hoop fitting on that charm, if you could let me know. And if you got a hoop fitting, you can then thread it onto a chain to wear as a pendant. So yes, you could definitely wear it as a pendant if you prefer to. Right, let's dive in for your second jingle and then we'll go from there. So your second one, let's go down again. And in here, you have got a second charm. This charm, however, comes with 2 oyster openings. It is our gorgeous cherry charm. Now, I actually think this is also our May 2022 monthly charm deal of the month. The May charm deal. I think this one was the May one. So it's our gorgeous cherry charm. I can't speak now. So 2 oyster openings. It holds 2 pearls, and your pearls, as you can see, go on each of these pins. Now you won't see these pins once the pearls are on them, because the pearls will be covered up completely. So you'll have 2 pearls next to each other on each of the stems for that cherry. So I hope you're happy with that one. But again, let's dive in for your naughty or nice card. And in here, she says, oh no, naughty elf. Now, I promise you, that's a different card. I'm just, because you had this one before. Oh gosh, so I get to pick them on both. Dun dun dun. Oh gosh, Angela. Okay, but you get to again pick what pearls are left in the sand. Okay, so you get to sort of say, actually, I want to have, for example, 2 reds and a white, or whatever colours you'd like to go for. So I hope you're happy with that. You just won't know the end result of colours until it arrives. Oh, the pressure. Right, so you've got 3 oyster openings altogether then. So let's do your 3 oysters. Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours you're hoping for? So 1, 2 and 3. Now, while I'm obviously opening the oysters with the scissors and with the oyster knife and having a squidge, I can't refresh the comments. So you're going to have to bear with me, because I think that's the bit that's throwing me off, is I can't refresh while I'm obviously tied up. So let's go back down again. Hoping for black cherries. Okay. Under pressure. Da, 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 da. Right. Oyster number 1. Oh, beautiful pop with that one there. Okay. So in here, there's your mother of pearl. And we have got twinning. Wow, 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 wow. Twinning blue pearls. Now there's no more in that one. Visually, these blues do look like they are different sizes. Now they are a Pepsi blue, slightly two-tonal. And it does look like you've got this one here, so the visually larger, maybe slightly lighter than the twin. But gorgeous blue twins to start with. Moving on to oyster number 2. Again, quite a nice louder pop there. Oh, it's a tough one. There we go. So there's your mother of pearl. And I can see a darker pearl down the bottom there. And there's no more in that one. So he is a darker chocolate pearl. So there's your dark chocolate. And then moving on to your last oyster, Angela. Again, you've had gorgeous pops on each of your oysters there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see again a peeper there. Oh, 1, 2, wait, 3, 4. You are 1, 2, 3, 4. Quinting. You've got quinting. Sorry, that one threw me then. You have got 5 pearls in your oyster, Angela. Wow, 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 wow. Right, let me just dry these up for you. Again, similar colours to what we had earlier, but they are stunning colours. You've got a gorgeous dark purple, a blurple, a hot pink, a pinkle and a rose gold. They are very similar colours to what we had earlier. Okay, decisions, Angela, my lovely. You've got twinning blues at the top here, one slightly darker, one visually lighter and slightly larger. You've got a single dark chocolate, and then you've got dark purple, blurple, hot pink, pinkle and rose gold. Now I will need to know if you're happy with these colours, and if you're not happy with the colours, we can of course swap them for you. So if I run them through the board, visually smaller blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Visually larger blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5, so they are measuring different sizes. The chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. No, sorry, he is an 8. And then the quinting purple, dark purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Your blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. Hot pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Your pinkle is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5 as well. This is going to be hard. Sorry, I just remembered that I had to refresh them. Can we please change the chocolate and the TARDIS blues for 2 black cherries and a sea green? Okie dokie. Are you happy with the other colours? Okay, have a look there for me. Are you happy with the other colours, and are you happy with the black cherries and the green that I added in? Of course. Of course. So you're happy with the others. That's not a problem. Oh, the pressure. Well, Angela, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. I feel so much pressure. I don't know why the elves have put that in there. It won't be in there in the future. I've got down that you'd like lobster fittings on both of the charms. If you could just confirm, is it definitely lobster on both? And while I'm just waiting for that comment to come through, let me grab your free gift here. So you've got the green paper with the flowers at the bottom. Yes and yes. Okay. Angela, I hope you'll be happy, my lovely. And I've got down lobster fittings on them, so that's perfect. Your free gifts on there as well. And thank you for the donations for your shells. Let me know once you receive it if you're happy. You feel free to put pictures in the Pearls of Brecon group. And then, yeah, be honest. Let me know if you're happy, if you're not. Woo! But yeah, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and I hope you're happy once it arrives. Oh, it does make me nervous. Yep, you can buy chains separately if you would like to. They are on the website. Just type in chains into the search bar and it should come up. Right, up next today is Kay Cook Margaret. Are you here, Kay? Oh. Oh no, but I like to know, Jacqueline, because then I don't know why. I like to know if you're happy. I suppose I don't like to know if you're not happy, but I would prefer to know than you sort of sit on it and not say. But yeah, I like to know that you're happy. Oh, bless you, Angela. You're very welcome. Where is my Christmas jumper today? I know. I went into town today and got some Christmassy bits, and I don't know why, but I had to go and get changed out of the Christmas top I was wearing because I was freezing before I left. And I just didn't get changed back again when I got home. So I'm sort of still in my let's rush out jumper. So yeah, I should have put my Christmas ones back on. I've got my Christmas earrings in, but yeah, I was sad when I realised, but I was already live by the time I was dressed. Thankfully, I was dressed by the time I was live. Oh my gosh, I can't speak today. I was already live by the time I realised that I didn't have anything Christmassy on. Deary me. Right, I'm currently looking for Kay Cook Margaret. Kay, are you here? Bless you, Kathy. Thank you. And Kay, hello, hello, hello. It is your turn indeed. Kay, you have got a stick, pick or sparkle dip. So let's dive in for your stick, pick or sparkle dip. That's one of these. So let's go down. Let's go, oh, that one there. and get him open for you. Good luck, Kay. So in here you have got a tribe charm, so a tribe crystal charm. I think I'm going to leave this thing out because I keep putting it away, I can't find it. So this is, I know this one's on the website as a pendant. I don't think it's on the website in charm form yet. Now this is in a blue charm. Now you can see the tribe charm itself, it's got these indentions with the darker colouring there. Now they do sort of catch the light and you can see sort of purples and different tones of colours in there. The crystal itself is this gorgeous blue. Now obviously with the black glove you can't really see, so I'm just going to leave it against the white there. I've paired this pearl with a darker TARDIS blue as well, and that's just to bring out the different blues in the crystal. I hope, Kay, that you're happy with the charm itself, and then what I need to know is if you're happy with the pearl with this charm. If you are, you can stick with this one. Sorry, I'll get it focused for you again. If you're happy, you can stick with this one. That's perfect. If you're not happy and you'd like to dive in for a random pick of 4, you can choose pick and dive for a new one. So it's up to you. Would you like to stick and stay with the pearl that's on this one? Or would you like to go dive in for a new one? Love them both. Thank you. Perfect. He is yours. I'm glad you're happy with him, Kay. Let me pop him in here for you. So that's yours. I won't be changing him. Obviously, I will be adding the fitting on that you've chosen because they do come with a fitting. It's just I let you guys obviously pick which one you want, so it gets added after. You get your free gift as well. You've got the holly paper there. Now, the different paper literally doesn't mean anything. The gifts inside doesn't resemble to what's on the outside. It's just I like to show what paper it is because I think it's quite nice. Kay, I hope you're happy with everything there once it arrives, and that's all safe up there for you. You've got the tribe charm in red. It's a lovely charm. Perfect. Up next then today is Stacey Black. Stacey, are you here? Stacey Black, are you here? I'm guessing my tea is going to be... Ooh, it's still drinkable. Now, Stacey, if you're here, please type I'm invisible or bring your comment forward so I can see you. Wow, Bronny, that's amazing. Oh, whoop, 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 whoop. That is truly amazing, my lovely. Oh, and that's such good news this time of year as well. Oh, I'm welling up slightly. Ugh. Congratulations. Is that the right thing to say? I don't know. Ugh, I don't know. Sorry. That is brilliant, brilliant news. Oh. Currently looking for Stacey Black. Stacey, are you here? Last call for Stacey, if not we'll move on. So Stacey, if you are here, please type I'm invisible. And I know comments are hard at the moment for everyone to see, but if anyone does sort of spot her, please comment on it because it will come it forward so I can comment for it. It will comment on it and it will come forward so I can see. Oh, me too, Sarah. It's crazy. I hope by Thursday they're going to be fixed because it's going to be a nightmare. Right, I haven't seen Stacey, so let's move on. If she comes on, we can add her in, but it will be to the end of the order list, which means up next is Beverly Adams. Beverly, are you still here? I remember that you were definitely here earlier, so hopefully you're still here. I'm hitting this refresh button. I don't know. Do you know, when I was pregnant with my daughter, I ended up having a epidural, and they gave me a button to click whenever I wanted the epidural to sort of pass through more painkillers. And the nurse or the midwife said to me she'd never seen so many clicks in one period because it was hurting a lot at the time and I wanted more medication. Anyway, I feel like I'm like doing that, just constantly clicking the refresh button. Beverly, hello, hello, hello. Yep, you can see my cup. Like from the side. Beverly, my lovely, you have got a jingle. You've been jingled. So if we dive in, your jingle is here. So let's go down. And in here, you have got a bracelet. Now, this is the T-bar heart bracelet. Now, this is the Figaro T-heart bracelet. We've got a couple of T-heart bracelets on the website. This one, your pearl can go on the heart at the front, which is where I would actually put it to start with. If you'd like it on the jewellery, I'll pop it near the heart at the front. On these longer fittings as you go round, that's where you can attach more pearls or charms if you would like to. So on the longer ones. Now I could pop pearls on the smaller links here, but I don't think it would hold our normal sized lobster fittings. So the smaller links, it just depends on what you'd like to go on there. But you don't have to have the pearl on the jewellery if you don't want to, but it does come with one oyster opening. Now with this one, it is obviously 925 silver. It is 7.5 inches long if my memory is correct. I hope you're happy with that one. Now, if I bring you back up again for the naughty or nice card. Oh, hello to your mum, Sarah. So Beverly, your naughty or nice card is a naughty elf. If you get a multiple oyster, you have to choose one pearl to gift to the next person on the order list. Okay, so Beverly, that does mean you get to keep the bracelet, so I hope you're happy with the bracelet. And if you get a multiple oyster, so if you get 2 or more pearls, you have to pick one pearl to pass on to the next person who's here on the order list. So I hope you're happy with that, Beverly. So it does say naughty elf. I suppose it is the season of giving, so you're passing that on. So I hope that's okay to be gifting that there. So you've got one oyster then, so it's a mystery oyster. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there certain colours that you're hoping for, Beverly? So let's go down, and your mystery oyster. Again, gorgeous deep pop there. Oh, and you've got a runaway already. So there is your mother of pearl, a little bit of flesh, but again, there's no pearls there. You've now got 2 runaways, which means you do have a multiple oyster. 1 pearl is going to be gifted to the next person on the order list. You've got 3, you've got 4. You are quadding. There's no more in that one. Beverly, you have got 4 pearls in that oyster. Wow, 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 wow. I hope you're happy with these, my lovely. Now, let me just dry them up for you. Now, before we go through to see if you're happy with the colours, if you can pick one of these to gift to the next person, and then I'll go through and double check, obviously, that you're happy with everything. You've got a bridal white, what looks to be a lighter rose gold, a bright coral, and a dark deep purple. Which one of these would you like to gift to the next person on the order list? Bridal white, lighter rose gold, coral, and a dark purple. I'm just going to run them through the board while I'm waiting for your comments to come through. The bridal white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Rose gold's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Coral's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the dark purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. Donate the deep purple. Okay, so I'm going to pop that to the side over here. So that's going to go to the next person that's here on the order list, which means these 3 pearls are yours, Beverly. So I hope you're happy with these. Now I'll need to know if you'd like to swap any of these colours, you can do so. And then if you would like to have a pearl on or off the jewellery. If on the jewellery, which colour you would like that to be. So what do you think? Are you happy with these? If so, would you like one on or off the jewellery? If you're not happy, we can of course swap them. Yeah, you can indeed. Let me bring you back up here. So you'd like to have lobster fittings on the 3 pearls and no pearls on the jewellery. That's not a problem. The invoice for the lobster fittings, that's going to get sent across for you tomorrow. It will go to the email address that's on the order form. So let me just write this down for you. So we're going to have no pearl on there, but would like to be invoiced for the 3 pearls on lobster fitting. Perfect. I've got that down for you. Let me grab your free gift as well. You're very welcome, Beverly. Oh, that's the one I didn't want to come out then. It's got the music note paper, so it does have some music on there, and on the back, a little bit of tinsel there as well. There we go. So music note paper, so that's your free gift. It will be included in your parcel. Beverly, thank you for the donations with your shells. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. And I've popped that up there for you. Okay. And up next then today is Donna Judd. Donna, are you here? You're very welcome, and I'm glad you're happy, Beverly. Jackie, I was ready for Christmas, but today our Christmas plans have changed. I'm now hosting Christmas for family and extended family, so that's changed today. So I've now got to get ready for that, which is absolutely fine. It's so, no, I'm not ready anymore. But I will be ready very soon. Donna, hello, hello, hello. It's for your daughter Chloe. Okay. Am I talking to you on your Facebook, or would you like me to look for Chloe? Either one's absolutely fine. It's just so I know who I'm looking for. Chloe's with you. Okay, so Donna and Chloe, hello. So you have already got a gifted dark purple pearl from Beverly from her Naughty Elf. So this is gifted to you. Now you can't swap this pearl colour out, but you can choose to have this on the jewellery if you'd like to instead of your pearls, but this is like a bonus pearl for you. So you've already got that one before we even start. So I hope you're happy with that, and that's why there's a pearl in the sand. Now, Chloe and Donna, you've been jingled. So if we dive in here, you've got this one, and let's get him open. You have got a Christmas charm here. So with this Christmas charm, it comes with one oyster opening where you can choose to have your pearl on or off the jewellery. And you can choose whether to have it on a lobster or a hoop fitting. Now a lobster fitting is a clip-on fitting, so you can clip it to like a bracelet or a bag charm, or even a keyring if you wanted to. A hoop fitting is a slide-on fitting, so it can slide onto a bracelet, like for example a Pandora bracelet, you can slide it on, or a chain where you can slide it on and wear it as a pendant. Now this on the website is called the Hollow Christmas Tree Charm. If you choose to have your pearl on here, it does sit at the top and it can move around, or you can have the charm as it is and the pearls loose. I hope you're happy with that one. But let's do your naughty or nice card. So you've got this guy here. Let's go back down. And he says, Naughty Elf. Okay, so no pearl swaps unless you get the questions correct. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you a question. If you get this question correct, you are allowed to swap your pearls that come out your oyster. If you get it incorrect, then whatever pearl or pearls come out your oyster, you're not allowed to swap. Okay, now I will have to take your first answer, and the audience, please do not help. Okay, so all questions are in here. I just dive in, grab one out. So you've got this one here. Now this one has got a multiple choice of answers, so I'm going to read you all three potential answers and you have to let me know which one you think it is. Okay, so again, I'll have to take your first answer and then you can just let me know. So the question is, when do the 12 days of Christmas start? Is it A, Boxing Day, B, New Year's Day, C, Christmas Day? we had a similar question to this, but so far these have all been completely different questions. So we've had a similar one, but it's not been this one. So I'm going to read it again for you, Donna and Chloe. When do the 12 days of Christmas start? Is it A, Boxing Day, B, New Year's Day, or C, Christmas Day? Donna, you have said Christmas Day the 25th. The answer is Christmas Day. You've got that correct. Well done, guys. So that does mean that if you would like to swap your pearls, whatever comes out of the oyster, you can do so now. Okay. Now it also means you get to keep this charm. So I hope you're happy with this. And I'll need to know if you'd like to have a lobster or a hoop fitting on there. So if you could just let me know whenever you're ready, and then I can write that down so I can attach that at the end. Right, if I bring you back up, that comes with one oyster opening then, so I'll get your mystery oyster. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there certain colours that you're hoping for? So let's get this open. And let's go down. Hoop fitting, perfect. So I'm just going to write that down. So hoop on there. So your oyster, you've got a lighter pop there. And there is your mother of pearl. Keep the shells. And you're hoping for a forest green, Chloe. Okay, good luck, my lovely. So I'm going to clean up the shells for you in just a moment. So in here, yep, Gemma, it can do if I add a 6mm jump ring onto it. Oh, Chloe, he is a green, but he's not a forest green. Now there's no more pearls in there, and I'm just going to clean your shells up for you, and then we'll have a closer look at that green. Now that is a olive green. He's got a slight chocolatey tone to him, but he's got that gorgeous olive green to him as well. So let me dry him up and show him. What do you think to this one? Now, because you got the question correct, if you would like to swap him for a forest green or for a different colour, you can definitely do so. Or if you're happy with that one, he is yours. And then, of course, I'll just need to know if you'd like to have your pearl on or off the jewellery. You've also got that dark bonus purple pearl as well. So the olive green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He is an 8.5. This is me. I thought I clicked refresh. I didn't. Let's go back down. This is the refresh button. Okay. Of course you can. Forest green, this one. Let's go for possibly that one. So I was trying to find a brighter forest green, but they're all quite a darker shade. Okay, so the one that I added in is this one here. Okay, so your original olive green, let me get this focused for you first. Okay, so here is the olive green. And then the forest green. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab you a dark sea green as well. Sorry, I'm just getting it focused again. It doesn't like to focus today. Come on. Okay, so this is a darker sea green. So again, I'll run through olive green, dark forest green, and then darker sea green. And I'm just going to have to hold this up just so I can refresh the comments so I can see if you've chosen. The sea green, perfect, of course. So taking those two out, and then you're going to have the sea green on the jewellery, and then you get that purple one as well. Chloe, I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. Let me just pop these in here for you. And I'm going to wrap up the shells as well. Just popping your name on your shells. Okay, so just to go over that again, we've got the sea green on the charm, and you've got that with a hoop fitting as well. I've wrapped up your shells for you, so they are yours. So I hope you're happy with that. She's in love. Oh, bless you. Well, Chloe, I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives. You guys get this free gift as well. It's the music note paper, so that's going to be included in with your parcel for you to open at home. So I hope you're happy with that as well. I've wrapped up your shells, and that's safe up there. So I hope you'll both be happy, and I hope you have a very Merry Christmas as well. Perfect. Up next then today is Chloe Lloyd. Chloe, are you here? Donna, you're very, very welcome. Chloe, hello. So Chloe, you have got You've Been Jingled. So if we dive in, you've got this one here. So let's go down. Good luck, my lovely. So with your jingle here, you have got a Christmas pendant. Now this one I think might be one of my favourite Christmas pendants that is new in this year. It is called the Blue Tip Snowflake. Now it's come up quite a lot as a prize because I think it's stunning. This is also recently back in stock on the website as well. So this one comes with one oyster opening, and your pearl goes in the middle of the pendant. So it does have to go on the pendant, get set right in the middle there. On the inner circle, if you like, is the clearer crystal, encrusted crystal snowflake sections. And then on the outer edges, you've got those blue tips that lead up to the points of the snowflake. So I hope you're happy with that one, Chloe. Now I'm going to bring you back up again for your naughty or nice card. You've got this one here. So if we go back down again, and he says, naughty elf, swap your pearl for a traditional Christmas colour, red, green, gold or silver. Okay, so if you get an oyster with only one pearl in there, we have to swap the pearl for either a red, green, gold or silver, and then that pearl will have to go on the pendant. Now, definitely all of those colours will go with the blue and the pendants. That is perfect. If you get a oyster with multiple pearls in, you only have to swap one of the pearls for a colour for a red, green, gold or silver, and then if it's got multiple pearls in there, you don't have to have the swapped one on the jewellery. Okay, so we're just going to see what happens and then I'll explain it as we go, but I hope you're happy with that. It means that you get to keep the pendant. So it does come with one oyster opening. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there certain colours you're hoping for? So if I get him open, and let's go down. You've got a softer pop there. Donate the shells, perfect. And in here, there's a little bit of flesh on that side, but there's no pearls there. I can see 1, 2, 3 and 4. You are quadding. Just double checking. Yep, you are quadding. There's no more in that one, Chloe. So you have got 4 pearls in your oyster here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry these up and then I'm going to pop them in the sand. Now before we go through all of them, I will need to know which one of these you would like to swap, and then what colour you'd like to swap in. So the choices again are red, green, gold or silver. Okay, so let me go through these here and let me know which one of these you would like to swap for that colour. So you've got an icy blue, a a snow white, a gold and a pinkle. Now a pinkle is a mix between a pink and a purple. So which one would you like to swap for a red, green, gold or silver? Let me run these ones through the board. The icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Snow white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the pinkle is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. You'd like to swap the gold for a silver. Perfect. Now I've gone for a lighter kind of dove grey silver. So if you would prefer to have a darker silver, I can do that for you. Okay, so you can sort of change the shade if you would prefer to. So I've taken away the gold and I've added in that silver there. And then you love them all. Can you have the blue on the snowflake? Of course you can. Can you just confirm, are you happy with the other colours there as well? So we're not swapping the other ones, and then blue on the snowflake. Let me bring you back up. I'm just popping them in the bag, but I won't attach them yet, just until... Let me write this down. So we're going to have blue on there. Happy with them? Perfect. And you're very, very welcome, Chloe. I'm glad you like them. So that's on there. You get your free gift, whoop, from us as well. The green paper with the flowers at the bottom. So I'll pop your name on there. Chloe, thank you for the donations with your shells. And I, of course, hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And I wish you a very Merry Christmas. And that's safe up there for you. Perfect. Okie dokie. Up next then today is Cassandra Abbott. Cassandra, are you here? Cassandra Abbott, are you here? Cassie, hello, hello, hello. I have 2 orders in case I didn't notice, and you sent a loyalty card. I didn't notice. I've got Cassandra twice on the order list I've typed out. Let me just double check it's the same name and address. Yep, that is the same one. So we'll add those together. That's perfect. And then you've sent a loyalty card as well. Bear with me just a moment. Ah, I see you here. Let me just... Full card, name and date. That's perfect. Okay, we can add that on today as well. Okay, so Cassie, what we're going to do then is... Thank you for joining us tonight. Good night, Sue. Is we'll do your stick pick or sparkle dip first, and then we'll do your jingles after, if that's okay. So stick pick or sparkle dip is this one. So if we go down, and here he is. I'm just going to get him open for you. And you have got a charm that's not on the website yet and hasn't been on the website before. Now this one we have seen before. I have shown you it in previous lives. It is the... Oh, I've managed to put it on backwards again. It is the heart pendant. So it's not our traditional heart. It is our... It's like a doting heart, so it's an elongated heart. It sort of goes longer and thinner compared to our traditional heart crystal pendants. Now if I just get this focus for you, there we go. So it's a gorgeous lighter pale pink crystal heart, and it's the same on both sides here. I know it's quite hard to see at the moment, but there we go. Hopefully that's better if I can get that refocused. Now this heart actually does come in 3 different colours. We've got it in this pink, a brighter pink, and then a jet black as well. So this is the pastel pink of the set. Now this one I've paired with a 2-tonal candy floss pink. So this pink is the lighter colour there, but on that side it gets brighter. So it does have, sorry, I'm just going to get it focused on the pearl. So it does have, let's take it off here. Having a nightmare with that thing today, aren't I? So pearl itself has got lighter and brighter areas to him. I'm so sorry, Cassie. I'm just going to get focused. There you go. So lighter, brighter, lighter, brighter. Okay. So what I'll need to know is, firstly, hopefully you're happy with the charm itself, which is that gorgeous heart. I'm going to hold it by the pearl so that we can see that. And then if you'd like to stick with the pearl that's already on there, so that two-tonal pink, or if you'd like to pick and have a go and dive in to get a different colour pearl. Now obviously there'll be 4 pearls in the new bag, and then you get to have to pick from whatever pearls are in that bag, and you can't go back to this pink either. So would you like to stay and stick with this one, or would you like to pick and get a new pearl? Oh, I've just remembered I need to refresh the comments. Deary me. Perfect as it is, keep that. Sorry. Just got to keep remembering. Refresh. Well, that is yours. I'll pop him on here. I'm glad you're happy with him. Okay, you've then also got 2 you've been jingled. So if we dive in for your first jingle, and in here, let's go down. So we've got here, oh, you've got a pendant. Now this is not a Christmas pendant. This is a normal pendant. It comes with 1 oyster opening where you can have your pearl on the jewellery. So your pearl actually hangs from the bottom here. So you can see that's got this extra section at the bottom. That's where your pearl will be dangling from. So 1 oyster opening with your pearl on the jewellery. Now, if we bring you back up for your naughty or nice card, and in here, if we go back down again, you have got a nice elf. So have a question. If you get it correct, you can choose another person watching live to have a free oyster opening. It cannot be yourself. So Cassie, we're going to read you a question. If you get that question correct, you get to pick another person on the live to have a free oyster opening. Now, I will have to take your first answer with the questions and no help from the audience if possible. So this is your question here. Now, this is a true or false question, Cassie. Okay, so true or false question. Are we ready? No help from anyone else. It's a 50-50 chance, Cassie. I have faith in you. Right, so Christmas puddings used to contain meat. True or false? So Christmas puddings used to contain meat. True or false? What do you think? So Cassie, you are guessing false, and the answer is actually true. So up until the 19th century, they actually used to contain meat in the Christmas pudding. And then it changed after the 19th century. It is a tricky one. So you did get that incorrect, which means we don't get to pick somebody for the bonus oyster opening. But you do get to keep this pendant here. So I hope you're happy with the pendant, Cassie. And like I say, that one comes with 1 oyster opening, which we'll do in a moment, because you do have a second jingle as well. So if we dive in for your second one, and it's this one here. So let's go down. And you've got a Christmas charm this time. Now this charm can be with a lobster or a hoop fitting. You get to pick which fitting you would like. It comes with one oyster opening, and again you get to choose if you'd like to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. This is the holly charm. So you can see it's got the 3 holly leaves and the berries in the middle of the holly as well. So I hope you're happy with this one. And then if you get to keep him, which we'll find out in a moment, I'll need to know if you'd like a lobster or a hoop fitting. Oh, bless you, Cassie. No, don't be sorry. Like I said, it's a 50-50 question, and it was quite it was a harder, different question. Some of them have been easy, some of them have not been easy. So it was a hard one. Do not be sorry at all. I'm just going to bring you back up, actually, before I take that off there, and do your second naughty or nice card. So good luck again. You've got this one here, and she says, nice elf, have a question. If you get it correct, you get a bonus pearl colour of your choice. Okay, so that means you get to keep the holly charm as well. So I hope you're happy with the charm, and I'll need to know if you'd like a lobster or a hoop fitting on that one. Now it says do a question. If you get this question correct, you'll get a free bonus pearl colour of your choice. So we've got another question. Again, I'll have to take your first answer, Cassie, and no help from the audience, please. Now again, this one does not have multiple choice answers. This one is just going to be whatever your answer is going to be. Okay, so let me ask, and then whatever you say, I cannot give you any hints. No hints from anybody else as well, please. Good luck, Cassie. What beverage company has been using Santa Claus in its advertising since 1931? So what beverage company has been using Santa Claus in its advertising since 1931? What do you think? So I'll read it again. What beverage company has been using Santa Claus in its advertising since 1931? Oh, a few people are saying that they would know this one. Sorry, I'm just keep hitting refresh just so you can get all the comments. Oh, it's not coming back. There we go. So, Cassie, what beverage company has been using Santa Claus in its advertising since 1931? Cassie, you have said Coca-Cola. The answer is Coca-Cola. Well done, you've got it correct. Whoop, whoop. Which means at the end, or even now, you can just let me know what bonus pearl colour you would like, and we'll add that in as an extra pearl on top of whatever comes out of your oysters. So well done, and I hope you're happy with that. So that means you've got 2 oyster openings altogether, one for the pendant and one for the holly charm. So the pendant definitely needs to have the pearl on there, so I'll need a pearl colour what goes on there. And the charm, you can have a pearl on or off the jewellery. So that's just up to you. Let me know at the end. So would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? You'd like to have a cherry red one added in. So before we even open the oysters, let me grab a red. Squeaky, squeaky. Now I haven't got very many sort of bright, bold reds. In fact, I don't have any of the brightest reds we've had in my swaps at the moment. So I'm just looking That one's quite bright. So I've grabbed you the brightest one I can. Okay, so I'll show you him and you can let me know if you're happy with this one. Let's go down. So that's the red there. So hopefully you're happy with that one, my lovely. You'd like to keep your shells and you're hoping for blues. Okay, so oyster number 1. You've got a softer pop there. Oh, bless you, Cassie. Well done to your daughter. She's got you that bonus pearl there. Right, there is your mother of pearl. Now, I'll clean these up for you in just a moment. And I can see you've got a olive green pearl. Oh, it's just a piece of the shell that's... I'm just going to have to take that bit off because that bit... Sorry, it was just poking me, so it needed... Where did it go? Oh, it was there. It's just come off there. So you've got an olive green from your first oyster. Let me hold him up so you can have a closer look. So again, this olive green does have a little bit of chocolate in him. So he's a chocolatey olive green, but again, gorgeous brighter tone there. So there's that one. And then moving on to your second oyster, Cassie. You've got a softer pop there. And in here, there's no pearls on that side. And if we have a squidge in here, you've got a darker pearl, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you'd like to keep your shells, sorry. You are quadding. You've got 4 pearls in your second oyster. Now, let me just take the flesh off here for you. Okay, so we've got a watermelon, a autumn peach, a darker gunmetal grey and a dark deep TARDIS blue. So it's sort of in between a TARDIS blue and a darker TARDIS blue. So watermelon, autumn peach, darker gunmetal grey, TARDIS blue. You've got that olive green and then that gorgeous red at the top there as well. Cassie, what do you think to all of these? Now, if you're happy with these, like I said at the start, I'll need to know which one on the pendant and if you'd like one on the charm, which one on there as well. If you're not happy with the colours, we can swap them for you. Okay, so it's completely up to you what you would like to do. If I run them through the board, I will measure the red as well. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The green, olive green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Watermelon's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Darker gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And last but not least, that blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Did I not? Oh, you've got a loyalty card as well. I'm so sorry. Let me bring you back up. I'm so sorry. If I forget anything, you have to shout at me. I literally just replied to it saying we're going to do it as well, didn't I? Deary me, my memory. Right, let's get this open. I'm sorry, my lovely. You definitely have loyalty card opening as well. So let's go back down. Mystery oyster. You've got a softer pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. Oh, wow, you are quadding for a second time, and very similar colours to your first quad. So you've got the watermelon, you've got the autumn peach, you've got the blue, and in fact they are the same colours. They might just be slightly different shades, but they're the same colours as your first quadding oyster. So let me just dry these up for you, Cassie, my lovely. And then I'll pop them in the sand again. So 2 sets of quads, 2 very, very similar colours here. So I'm going to actually pop them underneath the first colour, if you like, so you can sort of see. Yes, look at that. So, so similar. I think there might be slightly different sizes as well. Look at those. Oh. Let me run the second one through. Watermelon's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. Keep all the rest, watermelon on the pendant and cherry on the charm. Okay, so just bear with me a moment while I just sort all of this out, if that's okay. And then I'll say what we're doing as well. So let's pop these loose pearls in here. I'm glad you're happy with those colours. See if we can wrap these shells up. Pop your name on there. So I've got down that you'd like a hoop fitting on the charm with the cherry red on there, and then on the pendant you'd like to have the watermelon. I gave you the watermelon from the first set of twins as well, so I hope that's okay. Let me pop this on here. If I won the question, is going to give it. Oh, I can't read the rest. It doesn't let me click see thread. It doesn't let me see. Let me scroll up and. Oh, I can see it when I scroll up. I was going to give the pouch Bronny for a good news, so please swap the autumn peach for a colour of Bronny's choice. Oh, bless you. So you'd like to donate an autumn peach to a colour of Bronny's. Oh, so no, not donate. Oh, I'm so sorry. One the question was going to give the pearl to Bronny's for her good news. So please swap the autumn peach for a colour of Bronny's choice. I think I've misunderstood. Okay, so Bronny needs to pick a colour which we're going to swap the autumn peach to. Is that right? My comments today. Oh, Bronny, are you still here? Yes, okay. Has to be yellow. Okie dokie, so yellow. So let me go down. I've added in a yellow here. Cassie, can you just confirm who the yellow is? Cassie, could you just confirm for me? So Autumn Peach have swapped for the yellow. What would you like me to do with the yellow? Pop it back. Hope you like yellow. Oh, sunshine yellow. Oh. Oh, bless you, Cassie. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I thought that's what you meant, but then I needed you to confirm, but then I didn't want to sort of say, are you doing that? Because you don't have to do that because it's your pearl. So I'm sorry. Can you see what I mean? So I was just trying to ask without asking, kind of thing. But no, okay, that's perfect. So this yellow I'm going to send to Bronnie. Congratulations on her super news. I mean, it is amazing news, Bronnie. So this pearl is going to be coming to you from Cassie. I bless you. Right, let me just grab some paper. So to Bronnie Van Leer from Cassandra Abbott. Okie dokie. That is done for you. Merry Christmas to you as well, Cassie. I haven't grabbed your free gift, so I will do that as well. Your free gift, Cassie, is this one. It's got some trees on it. It's quite hard to see, but it does have sort of a design there as well. Cassie, I hope you're going to be happy with everything here. I've wrapped up your shells as well, so they're safe for you. And yeah, I hope you're happy with everything, my lovely. That's safe up there, and I wish you a very Merry Christmas. Right, up next then today is Wendy Poole. Wendy, are you here? Oh, Cassie, I'm so sorry for your loss. Wendy Evans. Okay, I'm gonna have to make a note. I can't find the order form, Wendy, but I can make a note, and yes, of course I can. So Wendy Evans, donate gunmetal grey to Bronnie. That's lovely of you, Wendy. That's not a problem. I've made a note. I'm going to add it up there, and then that way when I process the orders through, I can find and I can do that for you. That's not a problem. And Wendy Poole, you are here. Hello, hello, hello. Wendy, you have got a stick, pick or sparkle dip. So let's grab your envelope and see what's inside. So if we go down, Wendy, and let's pick your parcel or envelope, I should say. Oh, I've got two. That one goes back. Oh, go back in. Oh no, now I've got three. Let me just put these back in. Go back. There we go, it's back in. So this is your envelope here. That hasn't happened before. Oh. Right, so if we get him open, you have got, Wendy, a crystal spike charm. Now this one, these crystal spikes are on the website in different colours. However, I'm not sure this one is on the website. This is the silver crackle crystal spike. Okay, so this one is a clear crystal. I'm just going to move the pearl out of the way for a second. It's a clear crystal overall. Are we going to focus? However, it's got this is the reverse side. This has got this gorgeous crackle effect. So when we look at the crystal from the front, oh, I can't seem to get them on the correct way today. Let me pop it round the correct way. So when we look at the crystal from the front, you get this gorgeous crackle effect through the crystal itself. Let me get it refocused for you. So it's like these little glimmers of silver through the clear crystal. Now, because of that, that means that any colour pearl is going to go beautifully with the silver in the clear crystal there. There we go. So you can see the clear crystal, and then you can see the little flashes of silver behind him. I don't know why this one's so hard to focus. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Let's just grab one of these. Now the pearl on this one, there we go, finally. The pearl on this one, I've added a lighter icy blue pearl. Now, like I said before, with it being a clear crystal with just flashes of that gorgeous silver crackle, any pearl colour is going to go on here, so it's complete personal preference. So Wendy, what I'd like to know is, firstly, I hope you're happy with the crystal itself. I hope you're happy with the spike. But I'll need to know if you would like to stick and stay with that pearl colour, or if you would like to pick and go for a different pearl colour. What do you think? So if you stick, then this is going to be your pearl on the charm. Then of course I'll just add the fitting that you was looking for. Or if you pick, it means that I'm going to dive in to the basket and pull out a bag which will have 4 different pearls in there. And then you pick which one of the new 4 pearls you would like to have on the charm. Now you can't go back to this blue, and it would have to be one of those ones. So it's going to be up to you. What do you think, and what would you like to do? Oh, stick with that one, Wendy. Perfect. Okay, he is yours. I'm glad you're happy with him. So if I pop him on here and then on here as well, I hope you're happy with that, my lovely, once it arrives. You get a free gift as well, and it is the music note paper. It's very, very lightly sort of got the music on there, but that will get sent in your parcel, sent home for you. Wendy, I hope you're happy with that, and I wish you a very Merry Christmas, and that's safe up there for you. Margaret, it was you that I was looking for. Yes, I'll add you into the end of the order list. Right, so yeah, Wendy, I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives. Up next then this evening is Kathy Rax. Kathy, are you still here? Kathy, hello. Donate the shells because you've got 1 oyster opening and you're looking for dark icy blue. Okay, so fingers crossed for one of those sort of dark, deep icy blue shades. So mystery oyster, let's go down. You've got a softer pop there. Oh, another tough oyster. There we go. Now there's a little bit of flesh on there, but we can see that there's no pearls there at all. And in here, I can see straight away 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, similar colours to what we had earlier. And there's no more in that one. So Kathy, you are quadding. You've got 4 pearls in that oyster there. Now you said you was hoping for the deeper icy blues, and we don't have one here. So I'm going to show you what pearl colours we do have. And of course, as you know, if you're not happy, we can swap them. You've got 2 chocolates, a watermelon and a dark purple. What do you think, Kathy? What would you like to do? 2 chocolates, a watermelon and a darker but brighter purple. If I run them through the board for you, chocolate number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Chocolate number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. The watermelon's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the dark purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. Of course, so taking away both the chocolates, you'd like to add in a yellow and you'd like to send the yellow to Bronny, not a problem. And you'd like to get that gorgeous blue, let me find a deep blue for you. And then I'm guessing it's blue on the jewellery, but do confirm for me. Oh, I just seen one. I've just spilt some. Now that, oh, I've got 2. That's a smaller blue, but look, that's probably the brightest one I've got in this pot. So if it's too small, let me know. Let me pop all these together and then we can see all your pearls together. Are you happy with those? Blue on the jewellery, and that's perfect. Perfect. Okay, let me just bring, where's the bit I just did for Bronny? Ah. Okay, so, and then on the back, gift from Kathy Rex. So that yellow is going to go to Bronny. Oh, and then you would like to have the blue on the jewellery. That's perfect. So I'll write that down as well. Okay, everyone's so kind. Oh, Right, let's pop that on there, and then blue on there. Kathy, I hope you're happy with that. You get your free gift. Oh, bless you, Bronny. He's got a car on this one, sort of half the car's on the front, half the car's on the back. So a little sort of half and half imagery there. So that, as you know, is going to be sent with everything for you, Kathy. Thank you again for the donations of your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And I've popped that safe up there for you. Okay. And up next is Margaret Cook. Margaret, are you here? Kathy, you're very, very welcome. Margaret, hello. So Margaret, earlier Cindy had, the elves said to Cindy to pick somebody on the live to have an oyster opening. So Cindy chose you. So this is your oyster opening. Margaret, I'll need to know if you'd like to keep or if you'd like to donate your shells. And also I would need you to email me with what address you'd like me to send this to, if that's okay. So just pop me an email over with your, when you're ready, with the address to send this to. So for now, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells, Margaret? Here is your mystery oyster. We've got a softer pop there. Donate the shells. Perfect. Thank you. And in here, oh, a backwards runaway pearl. Let me grab him back. So a gorgeous hot pink pearl there. There's no pearls on that side. And I can see, Margaret, you are twinning. And twinning with, there's no more in that one. Twinning with gorgeous, bright, hot pink pearls. So let me dry these up for you. Now, Margaret, if you're not happy with these, you can swap them. If you are happy, then that's perfect. So it's completely up to you, my lovely, on what you would like to do. I'm going to run them through the board for you. So your pink number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And pink number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8 as well. You'd like to have them on hoop fittings, that's not a problem. Now, I won't be able to send you the invoice over until you've emailed me, okay? So I can obviously send it to the correct email address. So if you can email me whenever you're ready with the address that, actually no, because if I'm invoicing you, the address would be once you've paid the invoice. So you don't need to email me your address. You just need to email me so I get your email address, if that's okay. Just let me know it's Margaret with the twinning pinks, and then I'll send that across for you. And then, like I say, your address will be on that invoice once it's paid. Okay, so it might not, the invoice will come through whenever obviously we see the emails. Okay, so it won't come through tomorrow unless the email's tomorrow. Does that make sense? But Margaret, I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. Again, thank you for the donations with your shells. I'm glad we managed to catch each other there. Sorry if you were here earlier. I don't know if you was or not. Comments have been crazy today. So I wish you a very Merry Christmas, and that's safe up there for you. Oh, bless you. Well, on my part, you're very, very welcome. Right, I actually think that's the end of the order list for today. Let me just refresh this here. So, thank you everybody for watching. We're going to be live again on Thursday for our pre-Christmas special. So if you'd like to join us on Thursday, we'll be live from around 7:30 to 8 p.m. I'll post on the page closer to the time. There is still a few spaces available if you would like to book in for that day. I hope you all have a brilliant week, and I'll see you on Thursday. Take care. Bye.